Hey guys, Tim here from timscomputerfix.net again. Hey look, I'm just going to carry on with a part 2 here of the talk about the GoPro I've purchased, and I've also purchased the sjCam, which is sort of like the cheaper knockoff of the GoPro. I purchased the last video I showed you the unboxing, kind of a quick little video of the GoPro Hero 4 Silver, and I purchased that after I purchased the sjCam 4000, and there's a lot of videos out there comparing the two, and I know there's a sjCam 5000 and a GoPro Hero 4 Black. I got the silver, but I just want to do my own comparison here to kind of show you guys, because there's a lot of information out there on these two and a lot of comparisons. But I just want to give some real world comparisons from my point of view. There was some things that I couldn't find during my research, and some things that were a bit misleading. So I just wanted to clarify a few things and just give you my own impressions of both these products and kind of compare them a little bit. So today I'm just going to be showing you in this video just the hardware side of things and the attachments. And then there'll be another video I'll make that'll kind of touch on all of the video quality aspects and the positives and negatives on both ends. I have good things and bad things to say about both products, but let's just get started here on the physicality of them and the attachments of these products. So let's have a look. Okay, so here we have both cameras side by side, the sjCam 4000 here and the GoPro Hero 4 Silver. Okay, both look pretty doggone similar in size. One notable thing is, of course, one of them is the sjCam is a little bit deeper than the GoPro, so that is something to note. So I say that because there's a lot of information out there that's saying that all of the attachments for the GoPro are compatible with the sjCam, and all of the attachments with the sjCam are compatible with the GoPro. Well, some of that is true, but not all of it. So I'm going to kind of clarify some of that now. Let's just start off with the casing that they come with. Okay, so here's the sjCam case. Okay, and then here's the GoPro waterproof case. They're waterproof. They both open up a bit differently. The sjCam has a little side latch that you kind of slide, and then you pry up here, and then that opens the back of the case. Okay, and the GoPro is one less step. It just clips, so you just pull that and that opens up. Okay, so I mean, obviously, since these two cameras are different in size and thicknesses, they're not backwards compatible with each other's protective waterproof case. I could put the GoPro in here, it'll fit, right? But the obvious issues are the button layouts are different. The button's up top here, it's down low here, and that would not work out. The sjCam has menu and menu buttons and such on the side, and that's why on the case of the sjCam it has those menu buttons there, and the button is obviously appropriate for the case. The sjCam doesn't, the GoPro does not have any buttons except for a menu button here at the bottom. So there's no side buttons here, only this one side button. So that's pretty obvious stuff there, So the case, the actual waterproof case, is not backwards compatible with each other from the sjCam to the GoPro. That's no surprise there. So while we're on the subject of the cases, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the backings, the doors, the back doors of these cases here. Both cameras have back doors here that pop right off. You just simply pull them off their latch. Okay, and same thing with the GoPro. Maybe it's just me, but I actually had more of a difficult time reattaching the sjCam ones once they come off. But either way, I mean, they're both detachable, and the reason why you want to do that is because the sjCam comes with a spare door, and this is not a waterproof door here, but there are holes or gaps. There are holes or gaps into the side of this door that that allow for sound to penetrate, so you can have some sound while recording while it's in the case. Both of these cameras, if these doors are closed and you have them encased in these, you're not going to get hardly anything for sound. There are some sound differences on these two cameras, and we'll get into that into another video. But the sjCam comes with this back door that has holes in the side, so this is not for waterproof. This is for waterproof. This is for protecting your camera and having sound at the same time. The GoPro, I guess first, before we go into the doors on this, that we have to point out that if we flip these cameras over, the GoPro here, the LCD is actually is touchscreen. So this is a touchscreen LED screen here, and the GoPro is not. The GoPro, you use the menu buttons on the side and top to navigate through. Same thing on the GoPro. You can either use the touchscreen or you can use you know, the navigation buttons here on the side or the top, in the front. The GoPro has a status indicator readout screen here in the front. We'll get into that into another video. But back to the casing here. The GoPro comes with two backs. One of them has a this is waterproof also when attached to the case, but has a very thin film here, sort of flexible, but it is waterproof, and basically that allows for you to use your touchscreen on your GoPro while it's in this case. Pretty nice feature. It's still waterproof. I like that. Good feature there. And then very similar to the sjCam, there's another door that has just an open face. This is not waterproof, obviously. This does allow sound in, which is important, and this also allows you to use the touchscreen feature of the GoPro, right? So there's your cases, the differences there in a nutshell. Okay, let's get into accessories. We'll get into the accessories that were shipped with each product, okay? So let me remove the SJ for a minute. Let's stick with the GoPro. When you open the GoPro up, at least the GoPro Hero 4 Silver, okay, what you get in the package are these mounts. Okay? That's what you get. You get these mounts and you get a cable. Okay, you get a cable that's going to charge your GoPro, and there are some cases you get an extra battery if you choose that package or whatever. But this particular one is just used for mounting, like on helmets or any flat surfaces. You use the sticky tape. Okay, and then it comes with. Oh, we also get this. This comes with the package. Also, it's just basically just another clip. Move this up here a little bit. So you know you've got two clips. This is a clip. This is a clip here. Mount that onto a flat surface, helmet or whatever. This clips into place, right? Then you can mount your GoPro. I'll show you how to mount these differently. First of all, you can mount them when they're in the case, basically with the mounting slots here. And they mount into here, of course, obviously. And then you have the little screws that go in through it and mount it to the adapter. Anyways, so you get this that comes with the GoPro, and you get this one, which is a sort of a tripod basically mount here. You've got your screw hole there for to mount on a tripod, or you can mount it. There's different mounts that you can get that attach to this. We'll get into that and do another video. And then these, of course, can be used to in different ways for different mounting variations that you want to use. And this is just a platform here, and this is another clip that just pops right out. Not really sure what you'd use that for, but that is what you get whenever you get the GoPro. That is the accessories and basics mounting stuff that you get with the GoPro. You do get some stickers and some reading material, but that's about it. So let's take a look now. We'll set all those aside. Okay, and let's pull our sjCam up here. So now we're going to show the accessories that come with the sjCam. Back off the camera a little bit. Right? So when you order the sjCam, you get all of this. I'll go through each one here real quick. So you get some of the same similar adapters and clips that you get with the GoPro. Clip here, recognize that, GoPro, right? You get several of these sticky back mounting clips for different surfaces, including a curved one for like a helmet, right? You get straps. So if you want to strap it to a helmet, you can strap it to a helmet. Another eyelet there for different attachments, whether it be window mount or tripod or whatever. You get a clip mount, very nice. You get more of these screws and eyelets here, right? Very good. You get more 3M sticky back tape. You get the wire needed for if you want to safely attach your sjCam to your wrist or whatever, so you won't lose it. Cable, of course, as usual. You also get a power plug adapter to charge your GoPro. And then you get these Velcro straps here. So you can use those in many different configurations. So right, you can obviously see that you get a lot more accessories than you get with the GoPro. This is also just some zip ties that comes with it. Oh, and by the way, I think this will be a good time to talk about price. sjCam, like 85 bucks. I think I paid 89 because I ordered an extra battery with it. Okay. GoPro Hero 4, $299. Okay, so a couple $100 difference, right, between the GoPro and the sjCam. So it's going to be up to you. You know, this is definitely a budget camera, and this is a very good camera for the price, no doubt. And starting off with just the physicality of it, the size of it, and looking at the accessories that come with it, you can also see that you're getting a good bit more accessory wise for your money than you do with the GoPro. Okay, I also wanted to point out that this attachment also came with my sjCam. This is a very good clip type cover, and I'll get into that here in a minute, because remember I want to talk about backwards compatibility with both cameras too. So but this is a nice attachment, or a nice feature that they ship with the sjCam also, but we'll get into that here in a second. Okay, let's take another quick look at what is backwards compatible with both these cameras. Obviously, I've already talked about the fact that both camera cases have the same hookup attachments here, or hookups on the bottoms of the cases, and then you've also seen all the accessories that come with the cameras. These two items right here and these are all, this is the sjCam ones that we were looking at. This is the GoPro, this is the GoPro case here, okay? And obviously they're backwards compatible. You can slide them into each other just like so, and they're little screws that you use here. They all fit. They all fit each other, backwards compatible, what have you. So there's no issues there. All of these attachments, these type attachments with the eyelet and the screw that you put in, are all backwards compatible with both the sjCam and the GoPro. So that is a good thing, and we like that. So that would mean, you know, that all the attachments that you got with the sjCam, if you were to buy both, all the attachments that you got for the sjCam are backwards compatible with the GoPro. Attachments as far as these mounts, all the mounting systems are backwards compatible with the GoPro and the sjCam, right? So now I want to talk a little bit about the batteries, since you know, batteries are really important for these two cameras, and one might ask, can you use a camera from a GoPro with an sjCam? Well, let me first show you something that I had purchased to kind of keep everything in order here. This is from, I don't know how you pronounce it, SMAtree. Anyways, I've purchased a case here, and I would recommend this. It's really good deal on it. But I purchased this case, and basically I'm just using this to keep both my cameras in, and my batteries, and everything else. So I bought extra batteries and chargers and stuff. I'll show you those in a minute. But really what I do with these two is I keep them both in here, and they fit really nicely. So we'll just put our GoPro back in our case and snap it, right? And they fit very nicely in this case here. I'll go ahead and put the sjCam back in its case. Okay, close it up. Okay, we can put that guy there. All right, and then I put some accessories in here, and there's also slots for a few other things, like this bracket case you can put there. Just whatever you feel like. These can go inside here. Just whatever you feel like doing. It's just a good thing to have when you close it. It's cushioned, and you don't have to worry about. I went hiking with this, and I had it clipped on my backpack. So I mean, I had full access to it, and it didn't go anywhere. Killer to have for both these cameras. Actually, we had both of them in here. So very good investment there. But again, let's talk about the batteries, because I have them both here. So I have this broken down really into two different sections. In my mind, this is how I've done it. There could be another section here if I remove this insert, but they have inserts that fit these. Anyway, this is my GoPro side with my batteries. Okay, notice how one's facing, one's got the tab and up, one doesn't have a tab. That's simply because I flipped them, because this one does have a tab, but I have it face down, because that tells me that this one's been used and it is out of juice. This one with the tab up is charged and ready to go. I have another battery that's here in my GoPro, so I've got 3 GoPro batteries, and this is how I tell which one's charged, which one's dead, so I can keep track. And then here I have an sjCam battery, and I only have 2 of those. I have one here, and I've got one in my sjCam. But as far as being backwards compatible, they're not. And you probably realize that. One of them is a bit thicker than the other, for one, and then the mechanism, the attachment mechanism is different. One of them is the GoPro has a lip, like a tab where the connectors go, and the sjCam just has a flat connector there. So they're not backwards compatible. Sure, you probably would suspect that, but if you didn't, now you know. Okay, since we're on battery subject here, we'll move this aside, and I just want to show you guys. I also bought something from Smatree, I don't know how you pronounce that. This is for the actual GoPro, and just comes with a plug adapter that has USB ports here, and comes with a mounting tray, a charging tray there. Also comes with a DC like cigarette lighter adapter that has USBs on the back of that. That was perfect for my camping trip. And it comes with a cable that you can use, because you can also plug it in here from your USBs or your power source. Okay, and then the batteries all fit right up in here nicely. They'll charge the sjCam batteries along with the original GoPro battery, so they'll all fit in here. So all 3 of my batteries fit in there. They have charging LEDs here on the top, and they're red whenever they're charging. They're all green whenever they're fully charged, and they show different ones as they go. Love that. Very affordable piece of kit, so I would highly recommend that, because the GoPro batteries and the sjCam batteries both have, in my opinion, pretty much the same amount of battery life, and you're going to get probably an hour and 15 minutes out of each battery. That is what I have been finding. Let's talk first about these casings for these shells that we can use that aren't waterproof, but they help mount your camera naked as they are, which I really like because they're so small, inconspicuous. I've got two car mounts, which I'll show you later, that I can mount both of these in, and I also have a bike mounts, and I'll show you later bike mounts for these. And you need cases and mount cases to put your camera in to use. Let's start off with what the sjCam came with, and this is a little bit of a problem that I've had with the sjCam I'm about to show you right now. It's really nice how they ship with this snug fitting clip that you basically take your sjCam, and while I'm doing this, I'll go ahead and point out You know, the sjCam has an open face ports. This is where your SD card slides in. This is where you plug in all your ports and all that. And this just stays open all the time. The GoPro has a nice little cover that covers that. So if you just pull that off, it exposes them. But to protect them from dust and whatever, which I really like, it's got a cover that goes right over that. So that's killer. Okay, so how you mount this, and I'm going to show you how this clips in. Basically, this has a clippy thing right here, and you slide it in here. So we'll just slide this right in, and it's pretty snug. It fits pretty darn snug in here. But you can see, we'll just slide it in, and it clips. Okay, so now this guy ain't going anywhere. It's in there good and tight. And you got these screw holes here that you can mount this on tripods or any of your other mounting configurations, right? Like the feature, you can still see the screen, and it just gives it a solid hold, okay? Now, in order to get this out, here's my problem. You have to pull up on this clip. You have to pull up on it and slide the sjCam out. So we'll pull up, right? We got to pull up, and it starts to slide out. See, I pulled up, and it starts to slide out. Now what happened to me was, if you notice this little hole right here, this is where this is your indicator LED light. It glows. It glows whenever it's recording. It glows whenever the Bluetooth is enabled, and it glows whenever the Wi-Fi is enabled. I don't think this has Bluetooth though. Wi-Fi is enabled. It blinks. This is an indicator light. And what happens is, if you look really closely, if I close this, you notice how this clip goes over that hole. And when you go all the way down, it goes, the lip of the clip goes past that hole. When you push it all the way in, that hole is showing now right here. You can see it. So the bottom part of this clip has to go over that. Now there's a little plastic piece that goes over that hole to help the light glow and illuminate. So what happened to me was, in sliding this out, this clip part was catching on that, and I couldn't pull it out, and I was trying to lift it up. Long story short, it pulled this, I don't know if you see it, out of its holding hole here with this light indicator. So this is like a little piece of plastic that goes inside here that helps that light illuminate, okay? And it broke that off. And this is the first time I used this clip. When I went to take it off, it caught it, snagged it. There's no avoiding it. It'll snag it. And it pulled it right off. Now, maybe that's no big deal. I was a little disappointed in that design because I just think that's a bad design. And now I have an open hole right here on my sjCam. You know, if there's anything that's going to get in there. Maybe not a big deal, but something I just wanted to point out. And I tried to put that back on there, and it's kind of broke permanently, I think. Lucky I even found it, really. But anyways, so all right. So that's the one thing I don't like about this clip. No big deal. It's $85, right? So we take that all the way off. So let's see what happens when we try to put this clip on the GoPro. Well, as you might have guessed, it's not going to happen. The screen size here is a little bit bigger. It's not going to match up well here. Actually, with the GoPro in this clip, this GoPro does fit in here. It does fit, except it's loose. It all moves around, and the screen sizes are a little bit different on the back side compared to this. So it'll fit in there, but it moves around. It's not really intended to fit in this. So I would say backwards compatible. Yeah, I wouldn't use this on the GoPro. You can, but it wasn't intended to be used. So I looked around and was trying to find a similar casing for the GoPro. And I do like this feature, this clip for this sjCam. I do like it. Positive thing there. But at any rate, So I had to look around and try to find a similar clip for the GoPro, and I actually did. I actually did find something for the GoPro, and I really do like it. It's this guy. Looks pretty simple, but you can see what it has here. It's got the place where you can put in the large screw to tighten it down onto whatever attachment you want to put it on, which is different from this. You know, this just has the eyelet, but basically the GoPro just simply slides in. Let's see, start from this way. It slides in at an angle. You got to be careful how you put this in here, because it could catch the edges and kind of pull them out a little bit. So we don't want to do that. So I've learned to slide one edge in all the way first, like that, and then we'll open this other end up and drop it in like this, and it fits just like that. So now you can see we have a casing, small shell casing here. Still have access to our charging ports and all of our ports, buttons, that side, buttons this side, and then we can mount this to any mounting configuration we want to. And this is awesome for car windows configurations or whatever. You can imagine the possibilities. So also with this kit, let me pull this back out. Also with this came a couple of neat little things. Came with this and this, but this is a lens protector. It needs to be cleaned a little bit, but this fits. I love this. It fits nice and snug over the GoPro lens, and doesn't distort the picture at all or anything. But it gives an extra layer of protection while you're filming, you know, naked like this, so you don't scratch your original lens. If you accidentally drop this or scrape it against something, it won't scratch the actual lens. It'll only scratch the protective cover. Love that. And all this is here is just a cap that you can actually cap over the GoPro, so you completely cover the lens altogether. Bad thing about this is, if you take this and you try to take it over here to this guy, it doesn't fit. Not backwards compatible. So this attachment that I'm showing you here is not backwards compatible with the sjCam. Not sure if they have something similar for that. I haven't looked. I'm sure they do, but this was a good buy here. I really do like that setup. The sjCam supports only up to 32 gig SD cards. The GoPro supports 64 gigs SD card, which is double the size, and believe it or not, I mean, I like that better. I mean, still though, for the price, dude, this is awesome. But I would highly recommend this if you can find an SD card that has a package deal that comes with one of these. I would recommend it. Mine came with USB 3, a little USB 3 adapter, man, because there's just gigs of data that you're going to be pulling off, that I had to be pulling off almost every night. And this, the USB 3 just makes a huge difference. This came with my SD card. I would highly recommend one of these. And really, to be honest, if you can avoid having to take out your SD card out of your camera and just using your computer and plugging it into the charging port, I would highly recommend just doing that, because there's a spring mechanism, obviously, where your SD card comes in and out. And the more you use that and actuate it, the more of a likelihood down the line of that wearing out or actually breaking. There's a spring and a mechanism in there, and it's happened to me on other cameras, that you should just take the SD card out and plug it in, get the data, put it back in. So you imagine doing that a whole bunch of times. Eventually that mechanism breaks or wears out. So keeping it in the camera and just plugging into the ports here to your computer would be the way to go, in my opinion. Unfortunately, neither one of these have USB 3 capabilities as far as transferring data straight from the camera. That's okay. No problems there. Hey, listen, guys. I hope I helped somebody out with this, because to be honest with you, I really, couldn't find a full-fledged explanation trying to do my research on these two cameras, the differences and with the attachments and what you get and everything like that. Maybe I didn't look hard enough. There might be stuff out. I'm sure there is. There's tons of people doing videos on this, but I just did my own. This is just on the attachments. Like I say, I'll throw up the bike attachments and the bike attachments and the car window attachments and all that, to show you those that I have purchased. And but yeah, I hope this video helps somebody out in deciding which way to go. sjCam is awesome for the money, period. GoPro Hero 4 Silver is quality. I'm going to get into the software of each and the video quality of each and the sound quality of each, and I hope I'm not going to spend too much time talking about those. I just want to touch on it real quick and give you my own personal experience with it. So anyways, guys, thanks. I'm Tim from timscomputerfix.net, and hey, please rate and subscribe to my feed, comment if you like. See you later.